Hey guys, we're here today to talk about our 2022 financial goal planning. So, we're human, we all make mistakes. We've done quite a few mistakes with our money in the past 4 years, and we kind of wanted to talk about them with you guys and see if y'all relate. Kind of tell y'all how we've corrected those mistakes and how we're going to continue on
And
moving
see if we
forward.
can help you
Yeah.
because it has been a process. I did not come from money. Charlie did not come from money, and I did not have a lot of financial literacy. Honestly, at this point, it's something that I'm basically studying constantly as far as what to invest in, how to, the quickest way to become wealthy, et cetera, et cetera. I don't really stop researching it. So one of the mistakes that we have made is we noticed that when you don't have money and then suddenly you do, you get into a good spot in your career and you're making real money. You spend the shit and you spend it a lot. And up until, if I'm being real, probably 60 days ago, we had a terrible Amazon habit. I mean, since the pandemic happened, we shopped a lot. I mean, we filled our cardboard
All day, every
every
day.
single week.
It's like Christmas on the front porch.
Yeah, we went to the coast one time for 5 days and came back to like 9 packages. And one of the things that I was doing is we were using a credit card. It was a high limit credit card with a terrible interest rate, but we never paid the interest because we always paid it off. Honestly, I woke up and paid it every morning. But one thing that we noticed is that when we decided to stop using the credit card, our spending has drastically decreased. And why do you think that is?
Because it's coming, our money is coming out in a timely fashion, and so you're seeing it in real time, and
Yeah,
you're actually using the money that you have. I feel like you have credit cards, so it's fake money, right? It's money that you probably don't have, and maybe you have to wait a minute to pay that back. So realistically, using the money you have is a little bit smarter, because then you're not overspending. And like you said, we can see verbatim just how our money breaks down and what we're spending it on and how we're spending it, and where it's going, so we have an idea of how much we're spending or overspending or
Yeah, so what we would kind of do is we do have a substantial income, and I'm not saying that to boast because honestly,
well,
we
no, we
haven't
do.
not done a lot with it to this point. Actually, I mean, we're getting there, but we could be in a lot better position had we been financially intelligent for the last few years. That is absolutely a fact. We do own a home. We don't have any debt outside of her Jeep, which
In the
a
home.
goal. Well, of course. Uh, a goal for us this year is to pay off our Jeep because that's a gnarly ass payment. But I think to speak to what she was saying with the credit card, frankly, we just did whatever we want, and I made sure that we didn't go over what we had in the checking account, and we paid it off, and that's how we were doing it. And if there was anything left, I'd put it in savings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now what we're doing is when I get my paycheck, I have a set amount that I'm putting in the savings account no matter what, and then paying all the bills obviously, and then what's left is left, and that's just it. Like if it's $600, we have $600 for 2 weeks. If it's 3 grand, we have 3 grand for 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's a much simpler way to keep track of things and make sure that you're paying yourself first. Because like our goal right now is to get the Jeep paid off and then to get into an investment property. So right now I'm pretty heavily focused on just saving cash. And when
Yeah.
I say I mean we.
Well, yeah, we want to invest in homes, I think.
Yeah, real estate is definitely our
Our
favorite
goal.
investment. I like real
Yeah.
tangible stuff. There's a ton of money to be made in other elements. The stock market right now, if you're in it, is not doing well. Cryptocurrencies do what they do. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. But I'm not really into things that are not like tangibly in front of me. I like investments that are real property, basically.
Yeah. For
Pieces
real.
of companies, proven companies that pay dividends, et cetera, are not bad investments. I'm not arguing that. It's just a preference. But when you go from having no money to having money, it is very easy to get comfortable with spending your money because you think it's always going to be there. But I tend to think about now, what if I break my back? What if I do something and I can't keep going to work? So we're highly focused on trying to replace our income with passive income. So if something like that happens, we're okay.
Yeah, no, I think, and so far we've looked, like you said, it's been 60 days, and we've looked at our checking account, and it's not the best, but we haven't been overspending on just bullshit.
Yeah, no, and
So, I mean, it's getting better. It's getting better.
yeah, and our
Slowly.
savings account is drastically better.
Yeah.
So the reality is we're spending probably 60% less on shit that's not a necessity. You have your groceries and your living expenses and your fuel expenses and your
Yeah.
car expenses, and those things are hard to avoid. One of the biggest mistakes we made, to be honest, is probably buying that Jeep. It was a $50,000 Jeep,
Oh, man.
and the gas is ridiculous because gas prices are through the roof, which we did not know was
We
going
paid
to happen.
$91 one time for
Yeah.
a full tank. On a
So if I could give advice, it would obviously be stay out of debt, which we've always been good at. We don't have any unnecessary debt outside of that car payment.
No, I think we paid all of our debt off in 2018.
Yeah,
2019.
when we officially became together, we got all the debt paid off in about 3 months. Yeah. So long story short, what I would say is pay yourself first. If you don't do that, you're not going to save. And I will not touch that savings account. I don't until I'm ready to invest it in something. And if you stick to the principle of just paying yourself first, obviously you have to pay your bills. But with whatever is left over, if you decide what you're going to pay yourself, particularly if you have a super steady income, mine fluctuates month to month. It can be up 30% from normal or down 30% from normal. It just depends because it's commission based. But no matter what, even if I get a terrible check, I'm still putting that money that we decided to put into savings. And
Putting in some is better than none.
And that has been an effective strategy for us. And
Yeah.
keep you guys posted as we get into our next investments and stuff. I'm sure those will be video topics down the road, but we just wanted to share kind of what we're doing at a real base level and see if it could add any value for you and suggest that you do something similar. And if you have ideas or things that you'd like to suggest, we'd love to hear them. We're all about learning. So
Yeah. Let's collaborate.
yeah.
Yeah. So we hope you liked it.
Anyway, all right, guys. I hope you have a good night and
Peace, love, cheers.
deuces.